Hello everyone's. I am here for 911 on Fox Season 3 Episode 1. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, you a family member, you one of my peoples, welcome back. Y'all, this piece of hair, these hairs in the back is getting on my nerves. I can't wait to take it down tomorrow. Y'all not here for that, but it was distracting me in my viewfinder and it was just getting on my nerves. So we just gonna work with, this hair just gonna, if it looks raggedy and distracting to y'all, just try not to focus on it. We're here for 911 on Fox. So I'm trying to get more and more, scripted shows in my repertoire and not just doing all reality talk, but 911 on Fox. Thinking that she is driving down the highway because this car is like, they chasing this car. And I'm like, did he rob a bank? Did he shoot somebody? Like, what's going on? Then Maddie, she gets a call like, hey, I'm being chased by the police. This is me in the car. I don't know what to do. And it's just like, okay, why don't you pull over to the side? He can't pull over to the side because the gear shift and the brake is not working. Now, he's 15 years old. Shouldn't be driving in the first place. This is his daddy's prize car. Not supposed to be in it. So he's more scared of wrecking the car and getting in trouble by his daddy than the police that are behind him. And y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all a little story. When I was like 19 years old, me and my cousin, we drove to the city across the bridge. It's a different state, but it's like literally across the bridge. And we didn't have permission to do it. I was like 19 at the time. She was like 17 at the time. But we wanted to go to this particular store. So we crossed the bridge. Now, I remember like, okay, this is the way you go to Georgia. And there's no exit for a while. What I didn't think was an exit for a while. So I'm like, okay, my goodness, we're going to be driving for a minute. We're going to get in trouble. But we was able to get back. Okay, there's the exit right here. Okay, cool. We went to the store. We don't know how to get back to town, back to our town. So I was like, I don't know if this is the on-ramp or off-ramp. So, okay, let's just try it. Okay, we're going the right direction. We are driving down the street. Now, we haven't done anything illegal. Only thing we did was not tell her mama that we was going to this, going out of town. And there is 6 police cars behind us. Sirens are blaring. And I'm so freaked out. I think the police is after us. Mind you, we have done nothing wrong. But I'm like, is that for us? She's like, I don't know. So I was like, pull over to the left. That's what you're supposed to do. And she's pulling over to the left. Mind you, you're not supposed to pull over to the left. You're supposed to pull over to the right. Then I was like, no, it's the right. We pull over to the right. My heart is beating out of my chest. The police just zoomed past us. And we just looked at each other and just busted out laughing. Now, every time that I'm riding down the street and there's a police siren going on, I just think of that moment how I thought I was in trouble and I had done nothing wrong. But this young man, he is fully freaked out. So how are we going to stop this car if the gear shift isn't working? The brakes aren't working. He's going 100 miles an hour. What are we to do? So the plan is for him to get off at the next exit and just hit the brakes and run into the back of the ambulance. Now, see me, when I'm nervous, it's hard for me to retain information and to remain calm. And I will be so scared that okay, so you want me to put on a brake and you want me to hit the back of this car. I'm going to be so nervous and paranoid. I probably wouldn't have been able to do those certain tasks. I already know I wouldn't be able to do it. He'd already been on the phone with his daddy, like, Daddy, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to take your car. But the daddy being so calm, he think that he's going to die or something's going to go wrong with him because the daddy's so calm. The daddy started yelling like, look here, boy, shut up. You're going to be all right. I just need you to listen to Maddie and everything going to be cool. He had a little bit bruising because this is a 1970s car and we didn't have airbags back then. Well, I wasn't born back then, but cars didn't have airbags. You was lucky if you had, a cross-strap seatbelt. You probably just had the one over the lap. That was back in the day. I remember when the cross-strap seatbelts first came into effect. I thought that was the coolest thing ever because, I don't know why. I was like, ooh, y'all car, it goes across your shoulder. That's neat. I was young, and I thought that was the coolest thing. So Buck, he done gone through all the training he needed to do to get back in shape so he can get back out here fighting fire. So Athena and Bobby, they throw a little get-together party at their house. Y'all, this hair is getting on my nerves and I'm trying to finish this video. So they having a little get-together for him and everything. Everybody having a good time. But Buck started coughing up blood and just passes out. I'm like, no, what's going on? He done messed around and had a pulmonary embolism. I'm like, no, we not doing this on the first episode. This is not what's gonna happen. Well, apparently he had been working out so hard so he can get recertified that he didn't, some blood clots that got into his lungs and he got to coughing up blood and things. The only thing is he didn't know that he had coughed up blood. He didn't know that he had passed out, and he didn't know he had passed out over Bobby and Athena's house. Like, this their first official party as being a married couple, because they didn't have no wedding or nothing like that. It was becoming too much. It was becoming too stressful, and they just went down to the courthouse and like, we ain't finna spend all that money on no wedding. We're gonna go to the courthouse, pay this little $50 here, and we're gonna go on about our business. But they couldn't even do that. The party kind of got messed up because Buck had to go to the hospital and all that stuff. But he don't remember that, and I'm like, that's not a good thing. You not remembering, like, you coughing up blood. Like, I know I don't remember a lot of stuff, but my memory is just horrible. I can remember when I was 2 years old walking down the street in the rain with my mom and my brother. But if you ask me like what I ate for dinner 2 weeks ago, I couldn't tell you. So y'all, the next little scene is they get a call to this retirement home. The woman, she's freaked out because her daddy got some mysterious rash, but they didn't get a good look at it because the daddy didn't, barricade himself in the room. He didn't lock the door and put a chair in front of it because he ain't trying to talk to nobody because his kids is ungrateful. Y'all done sold my house and put me into this old folks home. He 80-something years old. Like, I don't know how well in the mind he was, but he had enough thought to like get away from him and lock the door and put a chair in front of it. But Chimney comes through the window and like opens it up and like, okay, everybody's gonna be cool. They look at the rash and they're like, nah, bro, this ain't cool. It's not good. He's like, oh, it's been there for a while. I thought it was gonna go away like crabs. I'm like, sir, you've had crabs before and you just was so casual about that. Come to find out, this man has a flesh-eating STD. Now, y'all know with, the invention of Viagra, these old men out here getting it in, and STDs are running just like wild in the retirement homes. But he don't want to give away who he had been having sex with. So the son takes it upon himself like, hey, this my daddy over here. If you've been sleeping with him, he has a flesh-eating STD. So go to the hospital and get you some antibiotics. Now, I'm just thinking that must be worse for a woman because that's internal. This flesh-eating. It's eating the flesh. And like, he been having sex with a few of the ladies. And then when a man stands up, he's like, okay, what about if I was sleeping with somebody that he was sleeping with? So now it's an outbreak going on at the older folks' home, at the retirement center. Because they've been out here getting it in because they've been popping Viagra left and right. So now there's a flesh-eating bacteria going on amongst all of them. That's what they got going on at the nursing home. I was like, what happened to, playing bingo and, looking at the fish tank because ain't nothing else to do. Y'all just out here having sex. Now I guess you figure I ain't getting nobody pregnant or nobody getting pregnant, so we can just do it as we feel. And ain't nobody checking nobody's statuses. And now y'all all got the flesh-eating STD. Child. So Meredith gets a call from a woman that says she's been stabbed. And, she's in some dark area, like dark place. She don't know where she is. Thank goodness she had her phone. So, like, we looking out for a woman who been stabbed. I need you to put some pressure on your wounds. Even if you got to lay on your stomach, I need you to, get this pressure under control. But the woman had lost blood, so she, like, passes out naturally. So we on the race to find out where this woman is and like get her the help she needs. So they was able to, oh, this is her number, the number's in this person's name. We got contact the telephone company so we can contact the husband. And she was supposed to be out getting baby clothes. And this is when I already knew what happened. She went somewhere and some crazy food and popped out and took her baby from her stomach. And that is exactly what happened. Because they find the woman and they find the baby, but she not telling them where the victim is. Now the attacker, she had her a fake little belly on her and got the baby in the car seat. Like, no, that's my baby. Like, I have to have this baby because I had already told told her husband, boyfriend, whoever he was, that there's an actual baby this time. Like, she been out here saying she was pregnant before and no baby has ever appeared. Now I'm going to a little bit story about my little cousin's friend. She was telling everybody that she was pregnant. Now, she was a bigger girl, so you couldn't really tell if she was lying or not. Got me out here rubbing her stomach and everything. She telling everybody she having a boy. She didn't had a full-on baby shower. She had pictures of the ultrasound, y'all. And then the day of, okay, it's delivery day. She's in labor. Everybody at the hospital, she said, I'm going to go outside and, take a deep breath. And just dips out. Because she wasn't ever pregnant. She didn't told her boyfriend. She didn't told her mama. She didn't told my cousin. She didn't told everybody. Then went so far as they got online and got ultrasound pictures. Had a baby shower. Had everybody at the hospital waiting. And she wasn't ever pregnant. Yeah. And what makes matter worse, this is the second time she's done this. Like, she was the girl who cried baby. Or cried pregnant. But yeah, I was like, that's messed up. It's like, there's some people out here so desperate to have a baby. They out here will like kill folks. It's always, you going over there because you want to, get some baby clothes for the cheap. And then you thinking this woman done had a baby or is pregnant or what have you. And then they pop out and stab you. I don't know what I was watching and something happened to this woman. And I don't know how she had the strength to like go run and get help, but she did. But thank goodness they was able to find her because she was like, okay, we're gonna meet up at a public place. Okay, this is a public place, but she was still able to, okay, let me help you take these bags to the car. Clunk over the head, took the baby, and was able to get away without anybody notice. But they was able to find her, and she was fine and the baby was fine. It's just that this woman was so desperate to keep her husband or her boyfriend that she was out here saying that she was pregnant. Now, y'all, lastly, I'm just going to say this. Nothing better happened to Christopher. I'm just going to say that. Because Buckley, he all in his feelings because he's on temporary leave until he can get everything cleared up. And he might just end up on desk duty for the rest of his life. Because, one, you was in this accident and now you coughing up blood and passing out. Yeah, you was working hard so you can get back to the job. But this is a liability. So he's in a funk. He don't want to do nothing. But Eddie like, look here. Carla, she got to go to work. I got to go to work. So Christopher, he needs somebody to entertain him. You ain't got nothing going on. If Christopher ain't gonna complain, you shouldn't be out here complaining. I was like, that's right. Christopher don't be complaining. He be getting up and doing what he need to get done. So they go to like a little boardwalk carnival. And I was like, that's good. Little Christopher, he out there, he getting him some prizes, having a good time, looking out at the ocean. And then Buck look out to the water, and everybody looking out at the water, and there's this wave, like the hugest wave that has ever been in existence of waves ever happening. But I'm trying to figure out, how come ain't nobody running? Why are we looking at this wave get bigger and bigger and bigger and start coming towards us? I just need to know that. And another thing, I already said this, but nothing better not happen to Christopher. I don't even want his glasses to fall off his face. Nothing better happen to Christopher. That's all I'm saying. Chris is my dude. Christopher, the cutest little thing out there. So, y'all, that was the gist. I might do the prodigal son because that looks like something I would like to watch, because the preview looked kind of good. Like, yo daddy was the best daddy in the world, but turned out he was a scary serial killer. And tomorrow, I think I'm going to try to review Emergence, because that was in the realm of, like, you don't really know what's going on. What's wrong with this little girl? How come she quiet? You know, how come she was at this scene? So I'm going to try to check those two things out, because I'm trying to get more shows, you know, scripted shows on my channel, and just not reality show, because these reality shows be so draining sometimes. So I think I'm going to watch The Prodigal Son tomorrow, because it is like 10:38 right now. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get these two edited and upload. So if that was a just, that was a just. If I left anything out, by all means leave a comment below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It's free all day, every day, free 99. Make sure your notifications are on, so with my beautiful face puts up a video, you can click on it, you can like it, you can share it with your people. If you're returning, you a family member, you one of my peoples, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. Tell your people to tell their people to come over and be one of my peoples. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.